Hello and welcome. In this video, we will talk about the Scorpio man and his 10 hidden traits. Before we start, I want to remind you that this video is in B1 level English. The sentences are short and clear. The vocabulary is simple and useful for daily life. If you are learning English and you want to improve your listening skills, this video is good for you. If you are looking for a different type of video, you can also check our other playlists on the channel. We have many listening videos about zodiac signs and personality traits. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more videos like this. Now, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's start the video.
Hidden trait 1. He is very observant. A Scorpio man is very observant, even when he looks quiet and calm. When he enters a place, he does not speak much at first, but he watches everything carefully. He looks at people's faces, their body language, and the way they talk. He notices small details that many other people miss. For example, he can see when someone feels nervous, sad, or uncomfortable, even if that person says nothing. This is a hidden trait because he does not show that he is observing. Many people think he is distant or not interested, but this is not true. Inside his mind, he is very active. He listens more than he speaks, and this helps him understand people better. A Scorpio man also remembers details for a long time. He remembers what people say, how they react, and how they behave in different situations. This makes him strong in relationships and work life. Because he observes so much, he does not trust people quickly. He prefers to take his time and understand who someone really is. This trait helps him protect himself from disappointment. He does not like fake behavior, and he can feel when someone is not honest. His observant nature also makes him good at planning. He thinks before he acts and watches before he decides. In daily life, this can make him seem serious, but it is part of his personality. He wants to feel safe and prepared. When he finally speaks, his words usually have meaning because he has already thought about them. This hidden trait makes the Scorpio man strong, careful, and aware of his surroundings, even when he says very little. Hidden trait 2. He feels everything very deeply. A Scorpio man feels everything very deeply, even if he does not show it on the outside. Many people think he is cold or too strong, but this is only his protection. Inside, his emotions are intense and powerful. When he is happy, he feels real joy, and when he is sad, the sadness can stay with him for a long time. He does not like shallow feelings or temporary emotions. For him, everything has meaning. This is why he does not fall in love easily. He needs time to trust and feel safe with someone. When he finally opens his heart, his feelings are strong and serious. A Scorpio man does not like pretending. If he cares about someone, he cares deeply. If he feels hurt, that pain goes deep inside him. Because of this, he is very careful with his emotions. He prefers to keep his feelings private and does not talk about them with everyone. This does not mean he has no emotions. It means he respects them. His deep emotional world also makes him very loyal. When he loves someone, he stays committed and expects the same honesty in return. He does not like lies or games because they hurt him more than people realize. In daily life, this emotional depth can make him quiet and thoughtful. He thinks a lot about his experiences and tries to understand his own feelings. Sometimes he needs time alone to process what he feels. This helps him stay balanced. His deep emotions also make him very intuitive. He can sense when something is wrong or when someone is not being honest. This hidden trait gives the Scorpio man emotional strength, depth, and a serious approach to relationships and life. Hidden trait 3. He needs privacy and control. A Scorpio man needs privacy and control in his life, and this is one of his most important hidden traits. He does not like to share everything about himself, and he does not feel comfortable when people ask too many personal questions. This does not mean he is secretive in a bad way. Privacy helps him feel safe and balanced. He believes that some thoughts, feelings, and plans should stay personal. Because of this, he chooses carefully who he lets into his inner world. A Scorpio man also likes to feel in control of his life and his decisions. He does not enjoy chaos or uncertainty. When he knows what is happening around him, he feels stronger and calmer. This control is not about power over other people. It is about understanding his environment and protecting himself emotionally. He likes to plan ahead and think about possible results before he acts. This makes him careful and strategic. In relationships, he may seem distant at first because he does not open up quickly. He needs time to trust. When someone respects his privacy, he feels more comfortable and starts to open slowly. If his privacy is not respected, he can pull away emotionally. Control and privacy also help him manage his deep emotions. Since he feels everything strongly, he needs space to think and process his feelings. Time alone helps him recharge and understand himself better. This is why he may enjoy quiet moments and private routines. In work life, this trait makes him focused and responsible. He likes to know his role and responsibilities clearly. When he feels in control, he performs better and feels more confident. This hidden trait helps the Scorpio man stay strong, protect his emotional world, and move through life with purpose and awareness. Hidden trait 4. He is extremely loyal but only after trust. A Scorpio man is extremely loyal, but this loyalty does not come easily or quickly. Many people misunderstand this trait because at the beginning he may look distant, careful, or even cold. In reality, he is testing trust. Trust is very important for a Scorpio man because his emotions are deep and serious. He does not want to give his loyalty to someone who may hurt him or leave easily. This is why he observes people closely and takes his time before forming strong bonds. Once he decides that someone is trustworthy, his loyalty becomes very strong. He stands by the people he cares about and does not leave easily. He values commitment and expects the same level of loyalty in return. If someone breaks his trust, it can hurt him deeply and change the way he sees that person forever. Because of this, he does not forgive betrayal easily. His loyalty is not loud or dramatic. He does not always show it with words. Instead, he shows it with actions, support, and presence. He protects the people he cares about and takes their problems seriously. In relationships, this makes him a strong and reliable partner once trust is built. In friendships and work life, he is the same. He supports people who are honest and respectful toward him. However, if he feels that someone is fake or dishonest, he slowly pulls away. Loyalty for a Scorpio man is connected to respect and honesty. He does not like games or half promises. He wants real connections that have meaning. This hidden trait makes him dependable and strong, but only for those who truly earn his trust. It is not easy to reach this level with him, but once you do, his loyalty is deep and lasting. Hidden trait 5. He has a strong inner power that people often underestimate. A Scorpio man has a very strong inner power, but many people underestimate it because he does not always show it openly. He does not need to prove himself with loud words or aggressive behavior. His strength comes from inside. He knows who he is, what he wants, and what he can handle. Even when life becomes difficult, he stays standing. This inner power helps him survive emotional pain, disappointment, and loss. A Scorpio man can go through very hard experiences and still move forward. He learns from pain instead of running away from it. This is something many people do not see at first. They may think he is just quiet or serious, but inside he is very strong. He does not give up easily. When he sets a goal, he focuses deeply and works patiently. He may move slowly, but he moves with purpose. This inner strength also helps him stay calm in stressful situations. While others panic, he observes and thinks. He trusts his ability to handle problems even if the solution takes time. Because of this, people often come to him for advice without realizing why they trust him. His presence feels solid and stable. He does not need attention to feel powerful. He feels powerful because he understands himself. This hidden strength also protects him emotionally. Even when he feels deeply, he knows how to rebuild himself after emotional pain. He may disappear for a while, take time alone, and then return stronger than before. This ability to transform after pain is one of his most powerful qualities. It makes him resilient and mentally strong. A Scorpio man's inner power is quiet, deep, and long-lasting. It is not visible at first glance, but it shapes his entire life and personality. Hidden trait 6. He can cut emotional ties without looking back. A Scorpio man has the ability to cut emotional ties completely, and this is one of his most misunderstood and least known traits. When he cares about someone, he cares deeply and sincerely. But when he feels deeply hurt, betrayed, or disrespected, something inside him changes. This change is quiet but final. He does not create drama, argue loudly, or explain himself again and again. Instead, he becomes emotionally distant and slowly removes himself from the situation. Many people are shocked by this because they remember how loyal and intense he once was. However, for a Scorpio man, emotional self-protection is very important. If he feels that a relationship is damaging his inner world, he chooses to let go completely. Once he makes this decision, he rarely goes back. This is not because he does not feel pain. In fact, he feels a lot of pain, but he believes that staying would hurt him even more. Cutting emotional ties is his way of surviving and staying strong. He does not forget easily, and he does not erase memories, but he changes the emotional connection. He can still remember moments, but they no longer control him. This ability makes him seem cold to others, but inside it is a difficult and painful process. He usually needs time alone after such decisions to heal and rebuild himself. During this time, he becomes very quiet and focused on his inner world. Once he finishes this emotional transformation, he becomes stronger and more controlled. He does not regret his decision because he knows why he made it. This hidden trait shows that a Scorpio man values self-respect more than comfort. He would rather be alone than stay in a situation where trust and respect are broken. This makes him emotionally powerful and independent, even if others do not understand his silence. This trait is rare and strong, and it protects his deep emotional nature from repeated harm. Hidden trait 7. He understands power and weakness better than most people. A Scorpio man understands power and weakness better than most people, and this understanding shapes the way he moves through life. He can clearly see both his own strengths and his weak points, and he is not afraid of either. Many people try to hide their weaknesses, but a Scorpio man studies them. He believes that knowing where you are weak gives you control. Because of this mindset, he rarely feels truly helpless. He knows when to push forward and when to step back. He also sees this balance in other people. He can sense when someone is confident, insecure, strong, or pretending to be strong. This makes him very good at reading situations and people. He does not judge weakness harshly, but he does notice it. At the same time, he is not easily impressed by surface-level power, such as loud voices, status, or ego. He looks deeper. He respects quiet strength, self-control, and emotional awareness. This is why he often stays calm around dominant personalities. He is not intimidated because he understands that real power is internal. In difficult situations, this trait helps him stay grounded. He does not panic easily because he knows fear is a form of weakness that can be managed. He accepts fear, analyzes it, and then moves forward carefully. This approach gives him an advantage in work, relationships, and personal growth. He knows when someone is trying to control him and when someone is genuinely strong. Because of this awareness, he protects his boundaries well. He does not give control of his emotions or decisions to others easily. This deep understanding of power and weakness also makes him strategic. He plans his actions based on insight, not impulse. People often feel that he is one step ahead, even if they cannot explain why. This hidden trait gives the Scorpio man quiet authority and psychological strength. He does not need to dominate others to feel powerful. His power comes from understanding, self-awareness, and control over his inner world. Hidden trait 8. He is highly intuitive and trusts his inner sense. A Scorpio man is highly intuitive, and this intuition guides many of his decisions, even when he does not explain it to others. He has a strong inner sense that helps him feel when something is right or wrong. Often, he cannot clearly say why he feels a certain way, but his intuition is usually correct. This is a hidden trait because he does not talk about it openly. He listens to his inner voice quietly and acts based on it. He can sense tension in a room, changes in mood, or hidden intentions without clear signs. Many people are surprised when he reacts early to a problem that others do not yet see. This intuition comes from his deep emotional awareness and strong observation skills. He connects information, feelings, and past experiences quickly in his mind. Because of this, he can predict outcomes better than many people. In relationships, this makes him sensitive to emotional shifts. He can feel when someone is not honest or when something is being hidden. This does not make him paranoid, but it does make him careful. He trusts his inner sense more than empty words. In work life, this intuition helps him make smart decisions, especially in difficult or unclear situations. He may choose a path that others question at first, but later it often proves to be the right choice. A Scorpio man also uses intuition to protect himself. If he feels uncomfortable around someone, he listens to that feeling and creates distance. He does not need proof to respect his instincts. This can make him look mysterious, but it is simply how he stays balanced. Over time, he learns to trust this inner guidance even more because it rarely fails him. This hidden trait gives the Scorpio man a deep connection to his inner world. It allows him to move through life with awareness, caution, and quiet confidence. His intuition is not loud or dramatic, but it is strong, steady, and deeply rooted in his personality. Hidden trait 9. He transforms himself through pain and silence. A Scorpio man has a rare ability to transform himself through pain and silence, and this is a hidden trait that many people never notice. When he faces emotional pain, failure, or loss, he does not run away from it. Instead, he turns inward. He becomes quiet, distant, and reflective. To others, this silence can look like weakness or withdrawal, but in reality, it is a period of deep inner change. He uses difficult experiences as lessons. He asks himself hard questions and looks honestly at his mistakes and emotions. This process is not easy, but he is willing to go through it. A Scorpio man believes that pain has meaning and that suffering can lead to growth. Because of this belief, he often comes out of hard situations stronger, wiser, and more controlled than before. He does not repeat the same emotional mistakes many times. He learns once and changes deeply. This transformation usually happens quietly, without attention or support from others. He does not need sympathy. He needs time. During this time, he may change his behavior, his priorities, and even his identity. People who knew him before may feel that he is different, more serious, and more focused. This is because he has rebuilt himself internally. This trait makes him very resilient. Even when life breaks him emotionally, he knows how to rebuild. He does not rush this process. He respects his own healing time. Silence is important for him because it allows him to understand himself better. Through silence, he gains clarity. Through pain, he gains strength. This is why a Scorpio man often seems emotionally mature beyond his age. He has faced his inner darkness and survived it. This hidden trait gives him depth, emotional intelligence, and inner stability. It also makes him difficult to truly understand unless someone has seen him during these silent transformation periods. What looks like distance is actually growth happening inside. Hidden trait 10. He sees through people and rarely gets emotionally deceived. A Scorpio man has a powerful ability to see through people, and this final hidden trait is one of the most striking and least understood parts of his nature. He understands human behavior on a deep level. He can sense hidden motives, unspoken intentions, and emotional masks very quickly. Even when people smile, speak kindly, or act confident, he often feels what is really happening underneath. This does not mean he is negative or suspicious by default. It means he is highly aware. Because of this awareness, he is rarely emotionally deceived. People may try to manipulate him, impress him, or control him emotionally, but most of the time he notices it early. He may not react immediately. Instead, he stays calm and watches. This silence can confuse others because they think he does not understand, while in reality he understands very well. A Scorpio man often lets people reveal themselves through their actions over time. He believes that truth always shows itself. This is why he is patient. He does not rush judgments, but once he is sure, his understanding is very clear. This ability protects him from emotional traps and unhealthy relationships. It also explains why he keeps his circle small. He knows that not everyone is honest, and he prefers quality over quantity in human connections. Because he sees through people, he values authenticity deeply. He respects those who are honest, even if they are imperfect. At the same time, he quietly distances himself from people who pretend or manipulate. This trait also makes him very selective in love. He does not fall for words easily. He looks at consistency, behavior, and emotional truth. When someone finally earns his trust, it is because they have shown their real self over time. This final hidden trait makes the Scorpio man emotionally intelligent, hard to fool, and deeply aware of human nature. It is not something he learns from books or advice. It comes from experience, observation, and deep emotional understanding. This is why many people feel that a Scorpio man understands them better than they understand themselves.
Well done, and congratulations for listening to the whole video. In this video, we talked about the 10 hidden traits of a Scorpio man. We learned that he is observant, emotional, private, loyal, strong inside, and very intuitive. We also saw how he deals with pain, trust, power, and human behavior. These traits show us that a Scorpio man is deep, complex, and emotionally strong. If you have a Scorpio man inside you, which of these traits felt close to you? Did you recognize yourself in some of them? And do you know any other Scorpio man traits that we did not talk about in this video? Please share your thoughts in the comments. Also, which of the famous people in the video did you recognize? Write their names in the comments and let's talk together. Thank you for listening and being part of this journey. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. See you in the next video.